I'm Aiden. I work with Dr. Gupta in the clinical decision-making group, and I'm a master's student. I specifically do a lot of credit card fraud detection, and I'm kind of tasked with designing machine learning algorithms that take that history of transactions and are able to predict when the next transaction that someone makes is actually made by them, or perhaps it's made by somebody who stole their card, and then we would call that fraud. To do effective credit card fraud detection, we first have to process the data of credit card transactions, which in practice is this giant, almost like Excel spreadsheet. When they make a new transaction, we have to predict, well, does this seem like a transaction they would really make at this given moment in time? Or maybe was their card stolen, or has somebody gained access to their credit card details? Predicting spending habits is this very related topic to detecting fraud. Modeling a related thing to then give us information about the kind of true quantity we wish to estimate has reached machine learning predominantly because of large language models like ChatGPT. And so we were kind of saying, well, can we take those concepts that were applied to language and co-opt them and put them in the finance domain? And the answer is actually yes, you can, and it's quite effective. One of the beauties of our research group is we focus on very concrete problems that impact people. We're fundamentally solving a problem that has very little measurable data. For every 10,000 normal credit card transactions, there's one fraudulent one. So it becomes this very difficult problem of what can we learn using the 10,000 normal transactions that actually tells us about when the rare outlier fraud does occur. And that fundamental premise, I think, can be applied to so many other aspects of life, right? We're developing solutions that catch fraud, but we're also applying and developing new algorithms that can reach areas as diverse as medical imaging or language prediction like ChatGPT. All of these are related to the fundamental principle of if we don't have that many outliers, but we want to learn something about the outliers, what can we learn about the kind of very common, very measurable experience? At the end of the day, you really have to think about why a lot of the kind of maybe unrelated things that are occurring are in fact perhaps secretly kind of more related, and find those underlying causal factors. I think working at CSAIL is tremendously fun, and in a way it's just a great environment of people who you can talk to and bounce ideas off of. It's always refreshing to hear someone taking a concept at the kind of forefront of theoretical research and finding the precise problem that theory is uniquely suited to solve. I think the research you do really should be tied to the people in your lab and very much in an area that you are either a problem you're very interested in solving, or the way that you're solving the problem involves like math or research that you're just very passionate about. I think for me, like CSAIL is a good convergence of those two things.